2, 3.
My name's Kerry Tucker. I'm from Sarasota, Florida. I purchased a Belgian Malinois, 2 years old. It's 3 years old, approximately 2 years ago. I was looking for a personal protection dog, obedience, family-oriented, and overall strong temperament. I did a lot of due diligence online. I did a lot of searching as a former police officer and canine officer. I had a lot of contacts, so I spoke to a lot of people, but I wasn't able to find the dog that was right for me and my family at the time. So I continued my search, and I found your company online. I looked at many videos over a long period of time before I even decided that I was even going to purchase from your company. I spoke to other people. I believe you and I had spoken on the phone a few times, and I told you what I was looking for and what I wanted to do. And then I started seeing videos, more and more videos, and then finally I selected your company as where I wanted to make the purchase from, but at that point I didn't know which dog I wanted. So I asked you to produce several videos for me in different positions and different activities, so I would be able to see for myself, being so far away, exactly what I was looking to make a purchase. I mean, this is an expensive purchase, so you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, not only for you but your family and for the company you're buying it from, because they want to sell you the best product. So I continued with getting videos. I told Laszlo I wanted the video of this, or I wanted the video of that. I wanted this scenario, I wanted that scenario, and I was always given the exact scenarios and of the dogs that I was looking for, and it never seemed to be a problem. He was always forthright and forthcoming. So at that point, I made my decision for Dennis, a Belgian Malinois. And again, it wasn't right away to make the purchase. It was continual training. Matter of fact, Laszlo was very honest with me and said he's not ready to be shipped. Even though I wanted the dog, he did not send me the dog. He could have, and maybe I would have liked it, maybe I wouldn't have, but he was so confident that the dog wasn't ready and that he wanted to work with the dog. So he told me a few months, and then it was a few more months, and unfortunately then COVID hit and we were behind the 8 ball, but continually pushing, and I wasn't in a rush at that point because I wanted to make sure that the dog was trained properly. And again, I could have left, I could have went somewhere else, but I had such a good rapport with them that I wanted to continue with the purchase of Dennis. And then finally we got to a point where Dennis was trained. I got another video, I remember, of him jumping out of a police vehicle and doing some bite work, and it was exactly what I wanted. So then we decided on a shipping date. The shipping date was agreed on. The dog came exactly as was promised, in a crate, delivered. The person drove to my home, hundreds of miles away from the airport, which I didn't ask him to do, but he did, which was great. He came in Miami, I'm in Sarasota, that's at least a 4-hour drive. Dropped him off right in my front. I had the paperwork. I continued to speak with Laszlo on the phone, by email, WhatsApp. And then finally, 2 years later, I get to meet them, he and his wife, for a training seminar. And I felt that it was important for not only him to see the progress of his dog, but for me to work with the dog, which I haven't been able to do since I've purchased him. It's not easy to find somebody to take bites and to do things that they do and have the expertise that they had. So again, we chose a date, had to push it off, but here I am in Columbus, Ohio. We had 2 days of training. It was awesome. We did every scenario I could possibly think of. They had their own scenarios. We pushed Dennis to the edge, and he did absolutely everything that was promised and more. I've never seen Dennis in action like that, you know, being family and keeping him around the house. You don't have the opportunity to see your dog in action like I did this weekend. And again, we went to every scenario, went out in public places. I mean, we pushed the dog really to the extent where he could have broke down at any moment, and he didn't. So for me, it was a great purchase, great customer service, and overall, I was ecstatic with everything that I did. Thank you.